Hey everyone, I'm Tom, and this big box of goodies is TP-Link's Deco M4, and it's supposed to kill all dead Wi-Fi spots around your house. Let's see if that's true, shall we? The list of strong claims stated on the box lay a very optimistic foundation for what this contraption is capable of delivering. Wi-Fi dead zone killer. Connect up to 100 devices. Shared between 3 access points, I assume. Full gigabit Ethernet, which has surprised hardly anyone since the early 2000s. Enhanced dual band speeds. We'll see about that. And up to 5,500 square feet of coverage. Interesting. All this for 170 Canadian dollars on Amazon seems like a fair deal. But let's talk about what you will get in the box. Well packaged, laying on the top, are the 3 Wi-Fi access points. They feel surprisingly light in hand, almost like a dummy device, purely made for demo purposes. Below are 3 power supplies, one for each access point, a single Ethernet cable, and a quick guide, which I will happily ignore until the end of times. That is it. That is all you will get in the box, and that is all you will need to get your home mesh Wi-Fi network up and running. Besides being light, the stars of the show are designed not to stand out, but not to be all too shy either. There are no large number of obnoxious antennas sticking out of everywhere, nor is there any aggressive RGB backlit branding, but there is a single subtle TP-Link logo in the front, 2 RJ45 ports numbered 1 and 2 in the back, and the power port hidden at the bottom. The hard reset button too is hidden at the bottom, and there is also a multicolor LED logo on the top, which we will get back to a bit later. The power supplies are small 12-volt wall breaks, and the length of the cords are reasonable. For the setup process, download the Android or the iOS Deco app and launch it. The setup process will kick off with on-screen illustrations on how to connect the first AP to the router. There really is no need for me to go through explaining every step of the way, because even if you happen not to be overwhelmingly tech-savvy, do not worry about it. Just follow the guide on the screen, in provided detail that is, and you will be just fine. And if for some reason you find yourself at a dead end, the guide will always let you go back one step at a time to correct whatever mistake you may have made. And even if that does not work for you, ask your or your neighbor's 8-year-old to help you out, of course in a full hazmat suit to uphold current day's standards of social distancing. After completing the setup, which took about 5 to 6 minutes for each AP, I decided to run a couple of speed tests. First for the 2.4 and then the 5.0 GHz networks. I was standing about 5 meters away from the main AP to which my phone was connected. They both returned okay results, considering it is not a single powerful Wi-Fi router I was testing. The 2.4 measured around 220 megabits down, 100 up, and the 5.0 measured around 520 down and 100 up, which is what my maximum internet upload bandwidth is limited to. The setup I created at home is asymmetric in a sense, and what I mean by that is that 2 of the APs are connected physically to my LAN with Ethernet cables, and one of them is not. The one that is not is connected to the closest AP and is serving as more of a Wi-Fi extender rather than an access point. That, of course, showed when I ran a speed test on the one that was not connected, physically connected to my LAN. The highest numbers I was able to get were 150 down and 100 up. And once again, bear in mind that 100 up is limited to the bandwidth of my internet. And that is still very much okay. You could watch Netflix in 4K and browse the internet on your phone or iPad at the same time, if you're one of those people, guilty, and you would still not run out of bandwidth. Overall, I think you get a lot of bang for the buck for this trio. You can of course get more sophisticated, more high-end mesh network, but you have to pay up at least double the amount. And I'm not so certain if that is worth it, because this set truly covers every corner. There are no dead zones per se. The speed varies from one place to another depending again on how your setup is, but generally speaking, there are no more dead zones, which is the whole point of having a set like this. I did run into an issue with the app though, which I was not very pleased with, and I'm still not. The version I'm using is the one made for iOS. It kept bugging out on me enough times to actually wind me up. The app does not allow one to segregate the 2.4 and 5.0 networks, which is a bummer. So when I was trying to test the speed of both 2.4 and 5.0, I had to shut one of them down to test the other and vice versa. And that is when I hit the wall with a bug. For some reason, the app just stopped working. Whatever I tried to do, it returned me an error saying that try again later. So the only solution I found to that was to shut down the app completely, start it up again, and then try to do the same again, time and time, until it actually worked. Overall, it is a decent kit. You do get your bang for the buck, and that I really like. And that wraps up this video. If you did happen to enjoy it, please do not shy away from hitting the like button and subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.